Hey, we are live. Now I'm using my iPad and the camera is there, but my face is there. So I'm always wanting to look at my face, but I'm gonna have to just stare at the dot. Hello, happy Sunday, everybody. I realize it's just a spur of the moment thing. I am here in Florida in my home, in my sacred space, in my messy bedroom, and I am hot and sweaty, so I'm just going to wing it as I always do, Hello, hello, those of you who don't know who I am. My name is Anne Marie, the Art of Healing, and I've had one hell of a week. So, 2 weeks, last week, we are just returning from Illinois, the Secret Space Conference held by my dear friends at Journey to Truth podcast. And both Daryl and I came home sick. I got sick probably like 2 days later, and he got sick almost immediately before we left. He was like feeling crapping. Hey, good morning, Paula. Hi, Yvonne. Good morning. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I got to contact you, sweetie. I've got to talk to you. Okay, so I'm hopping on to talk about illness in the body, what that means, what it has brought up for me. And hello and welcome. It's lovely to see you. Pop on and say hi and chat. The other thing I want to talk to you about is just let's have some fun, right? Let us have some fun. Like, let us just be happy and be joyful, and that's what it's all about. So I've had like a crappy week, okay? I've been sick all week. My mom got sick. Her blood pressure goes crazy. That stresses me out. I haven't been able to leave the house, which stresses me out even more. Um, you know, and things are getting me down. When your vibe goes down, then all your fears start to come up, right? And my fears are coming up. Unhappiness about my body, fear of financial situations, income. Am I going to have to get a job? Should I get a job? Well, the job will take me out of the house, but aren't you in the house because you're taking care of your mother? All these things start coming up and start coming up and start coming up. And it's not fun. It's not fun when you get into your head all the time. It's not fun when you start to question your very being. Oh, how awesome. Hello. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I'm so glad that you came on to listen to that meditation. It was quite lovely. Speaking about that, so yesterday, um, there are pockets of like supreme bliss that I fall into. And this morning, hi Jane. um, Thank you. Thanks, Dawn. I'm glad you enjoyed the meditation. So I get into these pockets of despair, and then I pop out and I get into a pocket of bliss. Um, when you get into a pocket of despair, we really have to take a moment to stop ourselves from going down and down and down and following the pocket of despair all the way to where the lint resides, deep in the pocket. We have to stop ourselves from doing it, right? And we have the tools to do so. If you're a meditator, phenomenal. It's hard for me to meditate. It really is. But what's easy for me to do is to go for a walk. And I will get out and go for a walk, or I will get out and go for a drive. I will, you know, I've been getting I've been getting excited. Yeah, awareness and intent. Absolutely. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning, or wherever you are in the world. I don't want to get too distracted because there's definitely a point for me coming on this morning. Yesterday, I'm worried about my finances. I'm on unpaid leave. I have my healing business, but healing businesses, and it all depends on uh, people coming in, right? I mean, what am I going to do? Go flag people down? You need to be healed. Come on, let me help you get healed. I'm not going to do anything like that. It comes up as an urge in the person. It's a vibrational match, etc., etc. So I have to be patient with the universe, and there's an ebb and flow to everything. So right now I'm in the ebb. I'm in the ebb of it, and I'm not so worried about it because life is amazing. And manifestation happens in many, many different ways. Okay, so yesterday I was in the house literally all day long. I cooked for my mom. She was not feeling well. There was nothing for me to do. I don't have money to go do anything. I can't go out and buy something. I'm just laying low right now. So I took my dog for a walk. I was like, I've got to get out of the house. And I tuned into my guides and I said to them, all right, so should I go back to teaching? Should I go back to New York? Should I go back to teaching? What am I going to do? What's going to happen? And the guidance came in, Anne-Marie, use your talents. Use your talents, use your talents. And so going back to the meditation, I've been wanting to do recordings in a studio with sound healers, and I don't necessarily want to buy the instruments myself and play them myself. I just would love, I've had this inspiration in the back of my head for the longest time, and I want to get it done, and I want to be able to utilize that part of my gifts, that gift of channeling light language, that gift of just healing through sound. I think is amazing. Oh, they're shaking me. Are you going to let me get? No, they're not going to let me get to what I wanted to get to, but I'm going to get to it later, I promise. Woo! Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon. We are Raw. We are the Raw Collective. We are indeed popping in at this moment. This dear one has plans, plans and plans and plans, and it is for naught. Don't you seem to understand, dearest humans? You work so hard to plan. You work so hard to plan, and yet Spirit comes in. Spirit will come in. This is an obvious way Spirit comes in because she has made contracts with us. She allows us to kind of say, okay, now it's time for us to come in. And this is a beautiful thing. But look for when Spirit comes in your life. How does Spirit nudge you in your life? Do you have this gift to channel? Are you aware that you channel even though you are not aware? Do you feel inspiration? Do you feel joy to accomplish things? That is indeed Spirit nudging you with our ways, the ways that we have to come into each and every one of your lives. After all, what is the point? And we will go ahead and teach you. We will go ahead and tell you what this dear one wanted to tell you. She was inspired this morning by a video that we dropped in her attention. She was inspired this morning to watch an hour-long testimony of a young girl who has, let us say, very big spiritual gifts. She has the gift of memory, of recall, of her incarnation, of her purpose of being here. A very dear and beautiful soul indeed. And this video transformed our dear one's morning and inspired her to come on and speak to all of you at this time. We are Raw. We are the Raw Collective. Why are we here communicating through this dear one? Why? Because it is time. It is time for humanity to understand the greatness that you are. The incredible, extraordinary souls that you are. Why are you here? Why are you here? How did you see this dear one's live video? Because you are interconnected. You are interconnected not only with the light that shines through her, but you are interconnected to the whole web, the web of like frequency. And it was today that you needed to see this. It was today that you needed to remember to just be. Just be. Don't do. There's no need to plan. There's no need to worry. There's no need to fret. You are in a dream. So dream. What does that word mean? What does the word dream mean to you? How many ways can you dream? How many ways can you invent? Do you not understand you are divine creator beings? If you are divine creator beings, then create. Dream, explore, get excited. Why not? Why are you paying attention to the world outside? Let it go. If that's a part of your dream and it's a nightmare, my goodness, walk away. Walk away from the nightmare and walk down a path of joy. How easy does it seem? The ego will tell you, easier said than done, easier said than done. That's because the ego doesn't want you to have joy. It wants you to be safe. It wants you to be the same. Don't be the same. Change. Change your minds. And that's all it is. It's a matter of changing your minds, dear ones. How much control do you have over your mind? The human ego likes to be in charge. Look about you. What does your society deem important? Education. Yes, education, degrees. Isn't it exciting? You have a degree. You must be very smart. Is that so? Is that so? The ego of your cultures believes it is so. But look around you. Plenty of educated people, plenty of very unhappy people. Plenty of people who have been indoctrinated and not educated at all. Who would you rather have lunch with? A university professor or an Amazonian shaman? Whose wisdom would you rather listen to? Someone who is in government, or the grandmother, former slave that has seen it all from 100 years ago? Who would you rather have lunch with? Who would you rather break bread with? Someone that your society deems as important? Or the gentleman that sits under a palm tree with hardly any clothes on his back, and ask him his story? Oh, dear beautiful beings of light, we are so happy to break bread with you today. We are one of many, many groups that is here to encourage those of you who are awakened. You need the encouragement. Our dear one needs the encouragement, and so do you. And that is why we are here. That is why this dear one is here as well. Because she's taking action. She follows that gut instinct. And she is a ham. She is a showman. That is fine. Her whole life has been in front of people. So yes, she's able to do this without caring, because she has done it all her life and many other lives as well. So as we leave you to her this morning, we remind you, don't make difficult decisions. Don't make decisions difficult. Decisions are not difficult. They are very easy. The choice is very easy. And choose joy. Choose joy. Choose happiness. Choose love, because that is why you are here. You are here to love. You are not here to worry. You are not here to be afraid. You are not here to be concerned about politics and wars You are here to be joyful. You are here to be in love and to love, and most importantly, love yourselves. Love each other. Release all the limitations. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective, and we love you. Hey. Yes, it's so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, so I started to, like, I don't know, get really emotional up there. I think it's, I just feel the love that they send through, and it's quite beautiful. So in my community page, oh, you're very welcome. In my community page, I posted the video that I was guided to watch this morning, and it was about a young woman who was from Kazakhstan who remembered her coming into this planet. And it's gorgeous. So just hop over to my community page, and I put it in the link of my little post. And two pearls of wisdom. The pearl of wisdom is that, she asked her guides, what am I here to do? And they said, not do, be. You're just here to be. And you're just here to be love. So how simple is that, right? We muck things up. We make it so tough on ourselves. We worry about things. All right, I'm going to tell you another thing about worry. This morning I didn't eat anything. It's a Sunday morning. Usually I go out to church with Mom, but she wasn't feeling well. I'm still not feeling well. So we stayed home, and I never ate any breakfast. And our usual thing is we go to church and then we come home and I make breakfast. So I decided to get out, and I went to this wonderful market called Sprouts, and I bought some ciabatta bread. I was watching The Next Great Baker, that show with Paul Hollywood, I think his name is. It's on Netflix. And they were making bread, right? They were making this bread up. And I don't eat a lot of bread. But man, I wanted some bread this morning. So I bought myself a ciabatta loaf, and I made a wonderful breakfast with this ciabatta toast, fried eggs, fried tomatoes, which is a Maltese thing. We fried tomatoes, bacon, tomatoes, and eggs on this amazing toast. And I freaking had a cup of coffee. I didn't care. I just had everything that I normally never ever had. But I had it this morning, and I'm telling you, it was the most joyful thing. I ate with such hunger and satisfaction, and it was delicious, and I had butter on my toast. Yeah. It's like I have smoothies every morning, and don't get me wrong, I love my smoothies. I eat very healthy and clean, and this morning I did it. Hey, why not? I was dancing around the freaking kitchen. I was so freaking happy that I had a goddamn piece of bread. What's wrong with having a goddamn piece of bread? Nothing. All right, guys, I'm kind of losing my mind here. But I just wanted to pop on. Also, I want to say hello to everybody in my Patreon community. Guys, it's growing. We're having great times. The next Q&A is going to be a week from today at 2 p.m. The next Ra Collective Q&A is a week from today at 2 p.m. If you wish to have your questions answered, you have to be a part of the community. Please check it out on my webpage. Go over and choose the level you want to be on so you can register to be a part of the live Q&A. Guys, it's worth it. It's truly, truly worth it. And I encourage you to join my community. We are having regular meetings, and it's beautiful. And, it helps. It helps me a lot, and I appreciate it so very, very, very much. I love you guys. Thanks for spending time with me. I see 9 beautiful souls on here. I've been ranting Spirit has, for about 20 minutes. But hey, I love you. Thank you so much. Have a magnificent day. And just love just love, have fun. It's all good, right? It's all good. And watch that video. It's an hour long and it's worth your time. It was the most beautiful thing I've watched in a very, 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 very long time. All right, I love you. Mwah! Have a great day. Have a great day wherever you are. And I don't know how to stop this. How do I stop this? I guess I'll just hit X. Ciao.